Hello, everyone, and a very happy Labor Day weekend to my U.S. audience. I hope you have something planned for this weekend. I'm coming to you from Jackson, Mississippi today. It's actually 10 o'clock at night here, and we're going to be having a road trip up to Memphis tomorrow. So that's why this new time slot I have here. So thank you for your understanding. I hope you'll be able to catch this at a time that is convenient for you as well. Thank you to those of you who are joining me live. Please be sure to leave a comment and say hi. Anyway, so as you can see from this is today's session will be about paper pumpkin. It's an all-inclusive kit that I usually bring one with me as I travel because it just contains everything in it, and it's perfect for on-the-go crafting. So I always bring one with me as I'm traveling. Oh, hi, Lynette. How are you? It is different time zone, huh? Anyway, so let's take a look at this kit, because this kit, if you spend any amount of time online, you will know that this is a super fabulous kit enjoyed by so many people. So let's take a look at it first. Okay. So this is a card kit. Hi, Fran. Thanks for joining me. So this is a card kit that contains 3 cards. Okay, so it's got the instructions, right? Very detailed instructions. And this kit has a bonus. Not only does it include 2 ink spots, but there was a free gift. Let me go dig it out. It's all the way in the bottom, I think. Is it? Yep. And it contained a free gift of these gold foil honeycomb paper. I love it, as you can obviously see why, because it has something to do with a bee, right? Hi, Taryn. Thanks for joining me. And then, of course, the stamp set. Okay. And beautiful, beautiful cards. And these are all hand-drawn by Stampin' Up artists. Isn't that fabulous? Okay. And then, of course, the envelopes to match. Okay. And, of course, all the embellishment. It even has glue dots. There was a pack of dimensionals in here. It's probably hiding somewhere down there, but just beautiful die cuts, all inclusive, right? So let me show you the cards that are made. Isn't this beautiful? Okay. And what I love about these cards is the back has some design too. So it's a very classy look. Okay, so that's one card. And here's another one. Yeah, this has been so popular that many have been begging Stampin' Up to make this a kit so that all the global Stampin' Up lovers will get a chance to play with this kit. So keeping my fingers crossed that that will happen, because it is so popular that there's no more refills. Usually there are some refills to be ordered, but not for this kit because it just sold out so quickly. So this is a really cute one too. So those are the cards that you make from the kit as is. And before I move on to what we're going to be doing today, I wanted to remind those of you who whose subscription is ending, or you're new to Paper Pumpkin. I strongly encourage you to subscribe like right now, because I call it the trifecta. The next 3 months, you will have the holiday season kits, and I believe it will be the best ever, because given the track record of Stampin' Up right now with their Paper Pumpkin kits, you don't want to miss it. already too many people have missed out on this particular kit. So don't be left out for these. So this is a Halloween theme. I know I don't do Halloween, and I know many don't, but don't let that stop you from getting it, because I will do a special segment of my Paper Pumpkin review of this, where I will show you some alternate projects that's not really Halloween related, but using this kit. So stay tuned for that. And I believe, let's see, will be September. October will be a Christmas card, and November will be Christmas tags. So if you want an easy holiday crafting season, then look no further. Get your Paper Pumpkin subscription, and that will be a stress reliever. So I will put the link to subscribe in the description box below so that you can go ahead and subscribe. But you do need to subscribe by the 10th of each month to get these kits. So this will be September 10, October 10, November 10 to get these kits. Okay, so let me put these back and start with our project. So again, if you've been spending time online, you will know what a popular kit this is. And there are many, many cards shown, alternate cards that people have shared about this kit. So what I'm doing today is something not card related, so that you can see, in addition, how versatile this kit is. Because think of it like, I always think of it like the chef's challenge, you know, where they give you a brown paper bag, and in it there's like lots of, you don't know what's in there, but from that you have to cook a meal. So I always think this as a nice creative challenge. I mean, if you don't want the challenge, by all means, these cards that they show are beautiful. You know, they're a gorgeous work of art. But if you want a little bit challenge, is just to put this aside and just use the raw materials and make your own card. So what did I do? Let me just show you. Okay. Let me see. Okay. All right. So, as you know, I recently attended Stampin' Up's Backstage. It's a leadership conference for Stampin' Up demonstrators, and after every major event, I usually like to create a mini album so that I can document my memories. And so this trip is no different. So here I am at my mother's house. I am limited in the materials that I have, and I have my box of Paper Pumpkin kit. So I'm thinking, what can I do? I need a mini album. And sure enough, I have enough materials to make one with my Paper Pumpkin kit. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly show you the album and then go back and explain maybe a little detail on the little things that you might want to know. Okay, so this is the cover. Okay. And with this, let's see, I use the die cuts. This is from one of the Memories and More kit that I brought with me, because I already know what the color scheme of this kit is, and I also know what the color scheme is for Backstage, and they happen to be Blackberry Bliss and Cajun Curry. So I knew this kit will coordinate with whatever the colors of the events are. So I thought I was safe to do this. Okay. Okay. So very simple. A mini album doesn't have to be very complicated. And again, because I knew what the color scheme of Backstage was, and also knew what the color scheme of Paper Pumpkin was. Actually, you know what? I wasn't planning to do it on Paper Pumpkin. I have to be honest. I did bring my Memories and More page protectors, but I changed my mind because I thought this is such a beautiful kit. I need to incorporate that somehow. So anyway, so this is it. Okay. And you'll also wonder, or if you notice, I have, a gap there. And what's going to happen is, because I don't have my crocodile here at my mom's house, so what I'm going to, when I'm making these album, I always have a guide here so that it doesn't go beyond this, so that when I go home, I can put these binder rings on them. Again, this is what I found in my stash at my mom's home. Of course, this is too big for this particular one, or maybe it will work. But at any rate, I need to punch the holes, and I don't have a good hole puncher here, so I'm going to do that later. But I think you will still understand how the album looks like. All right? So this is a great way for me to remember the event. Okay? And for this one, what I did was, this is an envelope flap that I used as a border for the page. Okay. And sometimes you just need to rest your eyes and not too many pictures. So this is one of the cards. Okay. And this is from a Memories and More kit. Okay. There. Okay. So that's how the album looks like. Okay. So in case you haven't caught this, this is made from an envelope. And let me show you how I did that. Okay. So the envelopes are beautiful. In fact, many of the alternate projects, in fact, many people have not even used this as an envelope, but instead they have deconstructed it and made it into some kind of a designer series paper and used it for the card instead. Okay. Excuse me. All right. Anyway, choking on my own saliva. Anyway, that's what happens when you get old, I think. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is this will be the cover for my album. And because it's very flimsy, what I did is I cut an extra piece of cardstock. This is a thick white cardstock, and the dimensions are 4 5/16 by 5 5/8. Basically, whatever it is to fit in here. So that's what I did. And then I closed it, okay, glued it shut. And this is what I did here. So if you look at it, this is the edge of the envelope. So I glued it shut, and I put this on top of the envelope to kind of not have that obvious line here. And that's the front cover. Now for the back cover, I decided to do something different because after I did the first cover, then I realized, oh, I'm kind of wasting this piece, right? So what I did was I sliced this piece here, and then I backed it up. I don't know if you see it, see? I sliced it, and then what I did is I backed it with one of the cards. Remember the cards, I cut it in half and mounted it on here, and it gives it a very sturdy base. So I actually really like this one. Okay, so it's a nice cover material, cover weight. Okay, and as you'll see, I alternate between, so if you use a card, the back is white, right? So it's perfect for a full-size picture on the back. Okay, so I alternated between a card and basic cardstock. Here's a basic cardstock, and these are labels that come with the kit. Okay, and so this is what happened to the flap. I put it in here, and here's another card, another sliced card. Okay, and I backed it up with, this is an old DSP from years by that I found in my stash at my mom's house. So I back up the card with something on the back. Here's one of the cards, and I backed it up with another cardstock. Okay, here's a card, right? So that's basically it. Using the card, note cards, cut it in half, and that will be the pages of your album, and using the envelopes to make a nice cover to your mini album. Okay, so this is one great way to use your paper pumpkin kit in a non-card way, right? So anyway, so this is ready to put on my shelf when I go home, and for me to review and reminisce whenever I think about it. Okay, so another thing that I can do with the paper pumpkin note cards is I make little gift boxes. So for this one, I stamped the greeting hello, and I added the little bee here. And I open this up, and it's a great size for this particular candy. Okay, so it fits 2 perfectly. Or I found this today at Costco, okay, and it goes right in here too. So it's a nice size for little gifts you might want to give out to people, okay? And it takes advantage of the fact that the note card is so pretty, right? Now, I used a little hole punch here, but I think normally if I'm at home, I would use a little bit bigger of a circle to make it a thumb, what do they call it? A thumb guide for you to open up the card. Anyway, so let me show you how this is made. Oops, let me grab a card so I can show you. And this is a great way to use the card if you don't like that month's cards. Like, for example, the Halloween ones. Perhaps you can use the cards as these gift boxes. So let's get started. So for this, you want to bring out your handy dandy Stampin' Up! Trimmer. I love this because it's got both the trimmer edge and a scoring blade, right? Okay, so what we're going to do first, actually this might not be a good one to start with because you want to, well, I guess it's okay because I also wanted to show you something else. Okay, so you want to cut out, let me get my cheat sheet out. Yes, 1 1/8 inch. So 1 1/8 inch is right here. Okay, can you see that? Yeah, that's 1 1/8 inch here. So whichever is the bottom, that's where you will cut this first one, okay? So that's 1 1/8 inch. And so what you're going to do then is start scoring. So you start with 1 1/8 again. Okay. 2 inches. So there's 2 inches. And then 2 inches from here, from this score line that's already there from the card itself. So 2 inches. And you're done. And then you go the other side, 1 1/8. This is really a simple little box that you can use with any cardstock once you get the hang of it. And let's see, yeah, that's 1/8 inch. So if ever you need a little box for something, this is it. Just one piece and you're done. Let me put this away. So there you go. So now you need to cut it. You're cutting all the little strips down here. So let's, okay. There you go. And it's very simple. And I think the only thing that the paper pumpkin doesn't have would be a pair of scissors. So all you need is scissors. So once you've cut all the flaps there, then what I do is just notch it a little bit here. So you throw this away. And that's just to make the folding nicer. You see how it's going now? So you're doing this. And here. Okay. And this side. So I don't know if you're aware that Stampin' Up! Is having there's September specials. Every week there is a new set of products that are on sale. So don't miss that. Every week is different. This week, my favorite item, the brass butterflies, are on sale. Those are great because it's a great embellishment for your card without adding bulk. Okay, so done. So then you just fold it. Of course, it'll be great with a bone folder, but I don't have a bone folder now. So let's do the bottom first. And fold this, fold this. Oh, where's my tape here? Okay. Okay. So what I usually do is I would make sure it's flat like that and then bring that up. Okay, see how the box is taking shape now. Whoopsie. This is the cover now. So let me see. There you go. Okay. So I just have to make sure that I haven't gone out of the screen of the camera. I'm using a new setup this time, and I've been keeping my fingers crossed that nothing goes awry because it's my first time using this contraption. Okay, now we need to do that. Let's see. And there you have it. So it even has its own little cover. Okay. And so this would be perfect if you want to embellish it further. We certainly can. Let me take out the thing here. And let's see. Yeah. Could probably do something like this, right? And grab the whole thing out. Ah, why am I not getting it out? Okay, there we go. So you have to be gentle. Oh yeah, I think that will work. Something like this, right? And then, of course, the bees. I have a bee here. There you go. Something like that, right? So there you have a really pretty box decorated, and the recipient would be very, very happy with this box, right? So anyway, so I hope you've enjoyed these non-card samples, inspiration. Oh, before I go, I wanted to show you when you sliced off the 1 1/8 inch from the card, don't throw them away because a lot of these label dies will fit perfectly here. And so you can certainly tie a ribbon and include a tag here as well, right? So nothing goes to waste. So these are some of the ones that I have on hand to show you that this size, you can do a couple cuts here. Oops, right? These are the tags, right? Anyway, so yeah, so that's the project for today. I hope you've enjoyed it and allowed you to see a different light on paper pumpkin, that it's not just for cards, but you can use it as a raw material to do something else, such as a mini album or to make little boxes for gift giving. Okay, well, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it, whether you're watching it live with me right now or on replay. Do leave a message, comment below and say hi so I can say hi too. Anyway, again, remember, September specials are on every week. Every week in September, there'll be a new grouping of items on sale, so don't miss that. And also, don't forget to subscribe to Paper Pumpkin if you want to make your holiday crafting easier. These are the kits that will be coming. That's the Halloween. This is the, well, I don't know whether this is September or the October, November, but one will be a card kit, one will be a tag kit, and you know those are really fun to do. And Grandparents' Day is coming up September 11th, I believe. It's a Sunday, right? So if that's Sunday, that's it. I mean, these make great grandparent, grandchild bonding time, making cards together. So anyway, all right. So that's it for today. And thank you so much for joining me. And hope to see you next week. All right. Okay, bye-bye.